Okay, what we are doing today is I had this ratchet and earlier it had a hook on this end, right? And the other piece also had a hook, but I don't want a hook. I want it to do this. I want it to come around an object, let's just say there, and I want to put it through here and I want to ratchet it like that, okay? I didn't want hooks. I wanted it to just ratchet. So I cut the hook off and I cut the other hook off here. After I did that, I went through here and I glued it so it'll be flat. And that's where we're at right now. I glued it, but that's not going to be good enough. So I'm going to sew it, and what we should end up with, this is a professional grade sewing job. This is what it was on before. This has the pattern like that, and it has an X. I'm going to do something similar, but I'm going to do it myself and modify this to not have hooks, but to have itself wrap around and just ratchet anything. I think it's called a loop. It's called a loop or hookless ratcheting system. Okay? So, thought I would share that with you. Let's take a look. I don't have the right kind of thread on it. I have just some random thread, and I don't really care. This is not a professional job. It just needs to be pretty strong to hold an antenna mast up. Away from you. I got it too close to the edge over here. It's not good. I'm gonna end up screwing it up. You can see I'm a novice sewer, but it's gonna hold really well when I'm done with it. This sewing machine, this Brother SE-400, is really nice. It's got a lot of features that help you sew easily. All you do is you just keep working it back and forth. Now my pattern isn't as good as the other one, but that's okay. I'm going to go over it several times. I could use a zigzag pattern, maybe I should, and that would make this maybe even stronger. I don't know, I'm just keeping it kind of random right now. It's not looking super professional, but I mean, sewing it like this is really strong. And again, I'm not going to be putting thousands of pounds of pressure on here or anything. I think I'm going to go diagonally now, like straight across. I have to do it like this, though. To remember which direction you're going. Putting an X in the middle of it now. going slow, just being patient. Don't want to rush it, screw it up. At this point, I think it's pretty darn good. But I'm going to go ahead and do it one more time, just in case. Put it down. I'm doing a zigzag pattern back and forth now. And all you do is you click this button over here. I don't know if you can see it. You click it and it does the different pattern. Push this down. I don't sew very often, but I will say having a sewing machine and knowing how to do it is pretty cool for stuff like this. Now, my mom always told me to go backwards a little bit, and then that kind of locks it, so I'm going to do that. And then I think this automatically does it, but I'm going to hit cut, and then raise it up, and I think we're done. Okay. Can you see that? Ooh, that doesn't look good. Got a little bound up there in the back. Again, I haven't touched this thing in probably a year. So it's gonna hold for what I'm doing with it. That doesn't look good. I'm not gonna be using it that much, so I'm gonna let that go. But anyway, I was able to make this on my own. And yeah, I went too far to the edge and all, but still. That's gonna hold. I stitched over it over and over. I'll cut that off and we'll be done. And now we have finished product. So this is gonna go against my antenna mast. We'll go in between here and a tree or something. There. That's the antenna. And that will hold my antenna mast up. Of course, I'll do it tighter than that.